Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Rewrite. Let's continue the Terra Road. We are back to the Guardian, I believe, and as before, as I mentioned, we are closer and closer to the end, so let me know in the comments what you want me to play next time. Like, after I finish Rewrite. I wonder, like, what's your suggestion going to be?
Oh,
I report that there's nothing out of the ordinary in my sector.
so.
He doesn't seem interested. My sector is needlessly huge, which has to be me making things hard for me, but it actually works in my favor. I have more important things on my mind.
なあ、なんで機材がなくなってるんだ
Oh?
あ、聞いてねえの。今年は作戦中止だってよ。
Wait, what?
へ
Huh?
牽制だけはするらしいけど、式所は構えねえとさ。この時期になっても向こうさんには大きな動きはないみてえだし、ま、
Okay.
だな。
There's no absolute need to time operations to coincide with the Harvest Festival.
一応、牽制くらいはするらしいけどさ、周辺で魔物狩りとか
Okay.
じゃあ俺配置換えか
いや、そういう話も聞いてねえよ。お前はどうせ江坂さんとこで店員とかじゃね
まさかそんな甘くないだろ
Okay.
私は半年ほど海外に出向くことになった。
Oh, it's like I'm going abroad now. Okay. So, he's not going to stick with us here? Is it last time we're going to see Asaka in Terra Road?
そこで貴様の処遇だが
Ah.
へ
店長をやってもらう。
Okay, and yeah, okay, so you're actually going to work at the shop.
店長俺が
簡単な仕事だ。問題はないはず。
そういうもんですか問題しかないよな
雇われ店長など誰にでもできる。
骨董の買い付けなんて俺できませんよ
それは私が手配する。適当に売ってくれればいい。売らなくてもいい。利益を出す必要はない。
Okay.
この地域に長く店を構えるという事実を維持できればよい。
Huh.
あ草ですもんね
A plant as in a type of spy, blending into a region and living there for many years while spying on it. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, interesting. Asaka often takes command in Kazumatsuri. He goes overseas frequently, as he's about to do now, and some things about him would be suspicious if anyone was tracking him. So, none of that appears unnatural. He has to keep up the front of his important
で
business.
よければ
構わんよ。詳しいことは秘書から教わってくれたまえ。ではな。
And then he boards a plane and leaves just like that. He's pretty much left for the whole shop to me. I do my best in my own way, but customers are few, which makes the shop easy to manage, though there are almost no sales. Thanks to this, my time is freer than before. And the time passes. Not many changes occur. Kotori makes guard familiars and renews the barrier. Kagari makes frequent trips the comparatively safer hilltop. It's separate from areas of human habitations, but she can learn a little about humans from there. I never see guardian staff face to face anymore. I almost never see. But in the city I can catch glimpses of Inumiya and the others, just like I always could. Nishikuji is elsewhere on another mission. I heard that she was involved in a new project, but we all agreed not to pry into each other's missions. My Martel group work keeps me the busiest. I'm assigned to the development department, which creates repairs and experiments on familiars. Okay. So, you are in the same group that Chihaya father was in, right? The researcher. At the same time, I'm able to act as a sort of go-between which those crusty old timers like the frog face man. They are secretive by the nature and dislike speaking with others. But because they all look down on me for being such a poor excuse for a summoner, they let down their guard. I'm also curious, you know, because things changed, right? I wonder if we are going to have the attack on the researchers. Like, basically I'm curious if Sakuya going to exist. Like, we know Sakuya is a tree basically, at this time, right? Or at least should be, I think. Unless like the attack already happened and Chihaya already have Sakuya as the familiar. But if like her parents are not going to die, like there's not going to be attack or something is going to change, Sakuya is not going to materialize himself. I'm curious if he's going to actually exist in this timeline. It all depends on like what's going to happen with the research facility and Chihaya parents. And Chihaya herself actually, because it was Chihaya running away and getting like to Sakuya that he decided to protect her. If she never finds him, he's just going to be there. There's a tree. But because they all took down on me for being such a poor excuse for a summoner, they let their guard, prefacing everything with "you probably won't understand this." Then they chatted on about confidential matters. Okay, Suzaki has amassed vast resources and the personnel for this man-made afterlife project. Ritual people make excellent clients for him. Makes sense. God damn it. Okay. They will pay his exorbitant prices for a place in the afterlife, plus they die quickly. Some of the old folks die immediately after buying the rights. Jesus. The man-made afterlife is a second Earth on a smaller scale. Even if our current world falls to ruin, that tiny world that feels like the womb of some gigantic familiar is the one place where life can continue on. The person who controls that gains as much honor and prestige as a god. In a closed-off primitive world, wealth and material affluence don't matter. Honor alone carries as much weight as ever. Every so often, I catch sight of some random big shot getting shown around the facility. The capital they pour in allows for procuring of supplies and transporting them to the afterlife. The cyclical nature of the ecosystem means that the amount of materials brought in will lead directly to the abundance on the other side. Which is exactly key. Suzaki wants the key. The key capable of freely wreaking destruction, because it is the deterrent, the trump card and diplomatic pass all in the one. After infiltrating the organization, I learned that the Martel Group is parking a considerable amount of personnel to search for the key all over Japan. They even have the large number of familiars patrolling the woods on the outskirts of Kazamatsuri. If Kotoribari hadn't been around to deceive their eyes, it's quite possible Kagari would have been discovered by now. Yeah. Makes sense. While I do my work for the Martel Group, I attempt to cleverly manipulate their info. I even leak Guardian's security patrols. And on the Guardian side, I circulate info on where the familiars are going and what they are doing. For both sides, the forest is slightly uncertain terrain. That gap is where I make myself invisible and plot my schemes. But there's one thing I can't get a read on. Kashima Sakura's actions. Yeah, like, she's a mystery, like, I don't think like we ever were able to like figure out what the fuck she wants. I can figure out what she's having her familiars do at all. I don't even know if she has any active or not. If she really is trying to destroy the world in accordance with the Gaian's long-cherished desire, then without question she's searching for the key 100%. But I can get a sense of what steps she's taking. There are two invisible players on the battleground, my side and Kashima Sakura. We're absolutely fighting one another just below the surface. It's an omen of the battle to come.
このつくのという人物を君は知っているか？
I do. Unconsciously, I freeze upon hearing that name. He slides some documents over to me on the desk. A familiar face and name are printed there.
さあ、誰でしょう？
They probably saw you. Suzaki is still not believing in you, really. He's still like checking your background.
ある養護施設にかなり大きな資金が流れている。そこに職員として勤めている
She's a summoner, huh?
の一人なんだがね。
So she went from being so she lost her powers as superhuman, but she still was like actually able to summon stuff. Okay, interesting.
鹿島の子飼いだという話だ。
Oh,
あの人はよく慈善団体に寄付をしていませんか？その流れでは。
so basically Susaki doesn't know that this orphanage is part of Gaia. Interesting. I feel like he would know that.
いや、魔物使いを送り込んでいるケースは少ない。この
Never mind
と
then.
いう人物を今調べさせているんだが、どうも経歴が見えにくい。
God sweat tricks down my
数
spine.
年前、失踪を遂げてその後、唯一の親類縁者も病死していて、ひょっこりと姿を現して、マーテルに入会したということなんだ。経歴を消した人間に特有の匂いがするんだ。
Oh, you think she's a spy that like leak info? Oh, I mean it is suspicious, right?
忘れたい過去でもあった
No
んでしょう
pa.
か？
No past suddenly popping up and being like important figure in the important orphanage basically. It's got founded by Sakura herself. Like she probably can get like a lot of info.
いや、はっきり言ってしまうが、
Okay,
元狩猟者のようだ。
he's smart. Never underestimate Suzuki powers of investigation.
そんなことが。
稀にあることでね。
Okay.
資質が反転してしまうとそういうことも起こる。そこまでいかずとも魔物使いが魔物を使えなくなったりすることはよくある。
Okay.
逆に狩猟者が心折れ力を失うこともあるようだ。魔物を使う以上組織に属したままということはなかろうが、ちょっとした不祥事だよ。
Ah,
そのつくのというものをスパイ容疑に。
Suzuki gives me a kindly smile.
由々しき事態だろう。
It's obvious that he welcomes this turn of events. In my guise as the member of Suzuki's faction, I choose my words
し
carefully.
かしそれでうまくさせますかね？
致命傷は期待していないさ。代々聖女は次の代の聖女を指名する習わしだ。
Okay.
鹿島は次の聖女をその施設に見つけた。
Yep. And we know that's Akana. Akana's face come to mind. Oh, okay. It can be.
どちらかというと、
You've figured it out, really.
私は興味が。
Like, how did you, like, what part of info that you have actually on Akana and the orphanage make you think that Akana is the next holy woman? How the fuck did you came to this conclusion? Like, we know this is true, but you don't have that much info about her. Like just guts?
もし後継者が突然いなくなってしまったら、彼女はどの程度打撃を受ける。
Oh, that we don't like.
それは。
今の鹿島に何ができるとも思えんが、有力な魔物使いが何人もあちらにいることは事実でね、邪魔されたくはないと思っている。
I don't like this. So Suzaki also think probably that Akana is the next. Or maybe he's just going to just burn the orphanage
この仕事、
to get all the kids out. Because he don't know who it is. Oh god. Jesus.
随分な大役を高砂さんを差し置いて自分がですか？
必要なのは筋肉ではなく悪知恵だよ。
Okay.
今の仕事では役不足もいいところだろう。手柄を立ててくれれば引き上げやすくなる。
Suspecting Nagai, no, Tsukuno, of being a spy. Killing the successor, who's still just a little girl. Criticizing Kashima political designs and taking steps to keep them in check. If he'd only ask someone else, I could have secretly thwarted. But of all things, the order has come directly to me. And we accept it! I mean, I guess we can fake it somehow, right? Like, we can maybe kidnap Akane, not kill her? Or something? And we still make appearance of like, yeah, we dealt with this. There'll be no body though. Maybe we can like destroy orphanage or something, like burn it down. Actually, when after we evacuated everyone. Well, anyway, Kagari says accept it, so that's what we can do. If I refuse, I have a feeling I'll be exiled from the inner circle. Which means there was no point in causing up to Suzaki. It's my only option at this point.
そう言ってくれると思って慣れない仕事だ。段取りは手配しておこう。君はレールの上をうまく走ることに注力すればいい。
Okay.
はい。
That's not good. Where is it going? My plan is harsh and cruel. Step 1. Make Tsukuno history public and indict her as a spy. Oof. That's going to ruin her, yep. Step 2. Eliminate the successor and Tsukuno via murder, of course. 3. Keep Kashima Sakura in check. As a plan, it's not without its benefits. It's actually hit Kashima where it hurts, and I profit from it. The cost is low. 2 lives, but for acquaintances I'm not very close to. Much cheaper than the lives of incompetent people, innocent people. Yeah, the problem is like, you know both of them. Like one, yeah, acquaintances, sure. But one is the kid that you literally protected from Ki before. And Tsukuno is your like old teammate. They're kinda closer than just acquaintances. For someone like me who killed people before and has a weighty mission on his shoulder, there should be no reason to balk at the deal. Yeah, I get it, but yeah. I pour over the materials I've been given about Tsukuno. The strategy is to carry it out all at once in a short period of time, so as to prevent them from making any counter moves. The operation should be carried out immediately. An emergency executive meeting is to be held tonight, and someone under Suzaki patronage will raise the question. Kashima will also be at the meeting. After that, my unit and I will arrest Tsukuno and Akane, but instead of handing them over to the authorities, they will be executed within the organization walls. It will be the perfect punishment. Nourishment for the familiar known as the man-made afterlife to grow and expand. This is so fucked. Like, this road is peak. Holy shit. A forced contract and an instantaneous draining of their lifespan. Quite literally, only their bones will remain. What would Kagari say to do? I know. She would say to sacrifice them and land a blow on Kashima. My stomach feels off. Thanks to the stress, it never stops churning. Faint nausea headache. I know it myself. I can complete my mission without sacrifices. Paradise doesn't come free. In order to become some other person, I have to sacrifice my true self. So if I'm going to martyr myself for Kagari, I have to be capable of leaving them both to die. Yeah, that also mean like, yeah, Kotori also is just an acquaintance in your words, you know? That would mean like, at some point, you may just leave her to die. If you follow actually your mindset, like your soldier mindset, basically, your warrior mindset. Ooh. The same can be said for all similar relationships. It's the equivalent of the relinquishing all sense of humanity. I'd become a monster.
見逃せる可能性があるとしたら
There is. But am I going to choose that? It's pretty risky. It could cause all collapse of my work at Kagari's. Yep, pretty much. Like I said, like, you can potentially save her. Like, you can just destroy evidence, right? You can, like, I don't know, make accident. Like, orphanage burns and, like, body is not there. Like, she's dead. And in reality, you saved her. But if they find this out, like, you are fucked. You can also... I thought like maybe leaking this to Guardians, but... Guardians wouldn't kill them, right? Right? Anyway, let's see where this will go. It offers no benefits. If I don't prioritize Kagari above all else right now, then what have I been living for? I won't accomplish anything, but fluttering around like the flip-flopping people pleaser. But I'm incredibly weak. So much, so that I just have to laugh. Oh! Tip of Kashima secretly! Okay, that is also an option. I didn't thought about this. Yeah, because we're like on Suzaki plan and like we basically are in his inner circle. I haven't thought about this, yeah. We can leak this info. I thought I like leaking info to Guardians. I didn't thought about leaking info to Kashima actually. So she can actually protect. Okay. But yeah, it is risky, like basically only few selected people will know about this plan. So Katara is going to be one of the suspects of tipping Kashima. Oof. Well, let's see. Yeah, this is my only option. It's dangerous, but it's all I've got. I print out the plan, roll it up tight, and slide it into the tube. I activate the leaf bird concealed in my front pocket. Like Kashima is staying on the floor, prepared for her at the temple. On the floor. My familiar bearing the documents flies out the window. I control it via sluggish connection. The familiar rolls the tube to the front of Kashima's room. Oh, you just straightforward sent plans to her. Holy fuck.
これでいい
I guess like if they haven't seen you using this bird, then I guess like anyone could use this bird. Like no one will know really, right? Or shouldn't. My own soft hardness here is deplorable, but still like few selected people had this and know about this plan, so you still like very likely to be a suspect. I might have just sealed my own fate by doing this. Am I going to die without accomplishing a single thing? I just couldn't bear to do it. Also, that means that when you start the plan, you are going to face off with some strong summoners that are in the orphanage to protect them. Or maybe, actually, which is also possible, you will not find any Tsukuno or Akane, because they will be evacuated beforehand. Both options are possible. Either they're not going to be there, or it's going to be strongly defended. Like, there are going to be strong defenses, and you will have to fight them, actually. But here I am, steadily making my way down an unbearable path. In accordance with the plan, I wait on standby close to the orphanage, the Inishi house. I'm in the van with several others who have come to apprehend them. No one says much. Like machines that exist only to their jobs, the other Martyr Group staff are in strict control of themselves. A meeting should be starting right about now. I put my earpiece in. The bag I planted in the conference room transmits everything loud and clear.
幹部諸君には緊急に集まってもらったわけだが、
その前に一つよろしくて。
あなたには後々ご発言いただく機会も。
挨拶くらいはさせてちょうだい。みんなとこうして話すのも久しぶりのことよ。
Okay. Suzaki reluctantly seats the floor. The heads of every one department that manages and controls the Japanese martial group should be in that meeting room. In a stately tone, Kashima Sakura addresses the top brass right before her.
今夜このせっかくの機会に一つの発表をしたいと思う。次の聖女を定めました。
Oh! Oh, she's going to actually just officially tell them who it is, so we cannot kill Akane beforehand. Wow! Okay, that is actually a smart move. I didn't thought about this. No need for evacuation. Just openly admit who's the next one. Yo! And if we kill her now, then that will be like just straightforward, you know, hey, you assassinated the next in line. Instead of like, I don't know, some kind of spy. Damn. That's smart. Sakura is such a monster. The room buzzes.
縁の家という施設にいる千里茜という女の子よ。
Okay.
発育が遅いけれど日常生活を営める最低限の知能はあり条件はほぼ完全に満たしているし私も会ってみて良いと思った。
私の話もその少女の件だったんですがね。
Okay.
須崎、お前の言いたいことはわかる。聖女というシステムは今のマーテルには不要と。い
や、今夜は
そこで私は今回の継承をもって最後とする。
The last successor. Oh. I wonder if that actually was a thing also in the normal, like, roads. Would Shimako actually became next after Akane, or Akane really was the last one? I'm very curious.
千里茜には最後の聖女として今の組織を支持してくれる。
I think like this is just a talk. I don't think like Akane is really the last one. Like they cannot stop this. This like transmission that they're having. Like this is just automatic thing. Like the cells are mutating into being a familiar, right? Like you cannot just stop this.
古いマーテルを知る者も皆高齢になっているわ。千里体制はそう長くは続かないはずよ。それでこの古いしきたりはおしまい。
待ってください。私は今夜
All at once, the top executive starts firing off questions, and Sasaki words are lost in the confusion. Kashima's conversational prowess has engineered this environment. It's easy to tell when listening to her calmly.
もう一つ、私は告白しなくちゃいけない。これは私にとって
Okay.
出来事ね。千里茜のお付きの者に。
Oh my god, she's spilling out everything. That Suzaki tried to like actually accused her for. Oh my god, this is so good. Yo. The room bursts into the uproar. But Kashima's commanding voice issued at just the right time silences everyone like water dousing a flame.
彼女が元狩猟者だということはすぐに分かったわ。けれど、間違いなく標準の意を示した証拠に魔物を扱えたという点。加えて、その内情をある程度明かしてくれたという点をもって、けれど、隠しておくには大きすぎる秘密だったし、皆に対して申し訳ない気も。こうして時代を定めたことでもあるし、この責任を取る形で。私は退陣してもただそのものと茜についてだけは皆にも認めてほしいのよ。
Wow. She just destroying all the plan here on the meeting. No need for extra security or evacuation. Holy crap. Questions come flying at her. How can we trust this former hunter? And how should we treat the next holy woman within the organization? Many questions are tied up with the various problems. The focal point of the meeting has gotten blurred. Suzaki missed his chance to speak. With easy grace, Kashima answers the questions without faltering. Evidently, there are several Kashima faction members there, and they align to leading things into direction towards allowing the old Holy Woman's retirement and the birth of the next. A new Holy Woman taking over is a serious thing. To indict Tsukuno now would be a tantamount to slighting the Holy Woman's decision. I breathe a sigh of relief on the inside. The driver's cell phone rings. Yeah, expected. Even after returning to the temple, Suzaki must be swamped with work process after a month, and he doesn't summon me. Yeah, he's going to be pissed. I wonder if he's going to be like, did Sakura really just thought like that and just it was so convenient that she actually did that? Or he's going to think like someone told her. I wonder which side it's going to be. I stay on alert just in case, and when dawn breaks, a different person visits me. Okay.
鈴木さん、おいでくださいまし。
失礼ですが、どちら様からですか？
私は聖女様のそば使いの。
Oh, Sakura! Did Sakura know that it was us? Holy fuck. No way that she figured this out. I mean, okay, she's fucking insane.
以前話したことがあるわね。
Uh-huh. It's the third time.
はい。
なぜ呼び出されたかは言うまでもないわね。
How did she know? Yeah, like she's insane. I can't think of anything. As I'm stumped for how to answer, Kashima freely reveals her tricks.
私は接近する魔物について。
Oh my god, are you serious? You can do this? You can actually see the connection? Oh my god. I didn't thought it's going to be possible.
お前たちが契約戦と呼ぶものよ。
Yeah. Yo, this lady is good.
書簡は自分が投げ込んだものです。
あれのおかげで根回しをする時間を得ることができたわ。須崎の範囲には気づいていたけれど、このタイミングで強行してくることまでは読み切れなかった。お前、なぜ私を助けたの？答えたくなければ自分で考えてみ。そうね。まずお前は私との面談で見せただけの人間ではなかったということ。
Okay.
少なくとも野心一色ではないよね。もっと繊細な人間の機微というものを感じたわ。この行動は私を助けるためのものではないはけれど、このタイミングでわざわざ須崎をくじく意味も見当たらない。
Okay.
自信を持っていたとしても、私を失脚させた後の須崎体制下でこそ牙を向くべきだもの。私ではなく別の人間を助けたか。千里茜か長井と面識が終わり。
Oh, she called her Nagai. She knows her name, yeah. Apart from Akane's name, I reacted upon hearing the word Nagai.
そういうこと。
Yeah, and the only people that would know Nagai are people from Guardian probably at this point.
茜はいいのよ。あれはただの子供。背景関係なんてたまたま知り合った以上のものは存在しないわ。興味深いのは、
Yep.
長井と知人だ。
Her wrinkly eyes glitter enchantingly.
それはどういう場合
Are we going to tell her that we are hunter, or we were a hunter? Actually, we are. We still are with the Guardians. This is definitely not good. Yep. I want to do whatever it takes to get her off this track. But it's impossible to pull off the impromptu mind trick in front of this sacred holy woman. My sweat beds my forehead. I fear that alone will give her more information than intended.
まあ、いいわ。追求は
Okay.
今回の借りと総裁と行きました。でも、今後は注意した方がいいわ。私は
Yeah, I guess so.
いろいろなことを想像してしまう。多分、これから先、お前がどんな行動に出ても、私は驚かないでしょう。動くべきではなかったわよ。あんな時に。知り合いを見捨ててでも、足場を固めるべきだったわ。
そうなんでしょうが。
お前の目的が 私のそれと競合しないことを祈っている。愚かではあるけど、善良なお前のためにつくのと茜の身の安全だけは保証。下がっていいわ。
Okay. She knows that we are with Guardian. The nightmare of conversation ends and I'm released.
マジです。
She so knows. I've gotten myself marked by Kashima Sakura. I escaped her notice entirely until now, but I've lost my advantage. I don't think you escaped. I think, like... Yeah, like, she knows. She suspects. I can't report this to Kikari at all. I can't, I can only hide it from her. And distance myself from her emotionally. I can feel my own focus getting more and more off course. I bang my head against the wall of the dim hallway.
なぜそのような軽率な行動を繰り返すのですか?
And here we are again with Kagari. Oh my god. I feel like Kotaro talking with Kagari, like these conversations are so like intense with Kagari. God damn it. It also takes more guts than I have to keep it from her. I end up spilling everything. Kagari doesn't let me off for it either, and rightly so.
かがりの言う通りだ。軽率だった。偉そうなこと言ってた俺がこんなんじゃ納得できない。
できるはずがないでしょう。かがりは失望しています。
だよな。俺は知り合いを犠牲にできるほどには覚悟を決めてなかった。今までもそうだったし、これからもきっとそうだ。いくら星を救うためでも、子供や心を折ったやつを犠牲にするのは。
では、あなたは信頼できない。
その通りだな。
Kakari eyelids tremble immediately.
どうして助けたは
助けるさ。でも積極的に他を犠牲にすることが辛くなった。俺はそれができるとうぬぼれてた。実践も経験して計りごとを手がけて。
Yeah.
だけど俺は甘いままだったんだ。
星が枯れてしまえばどうなるかは理解して。
よく理解してる。
ではどうしてこのようなこと。
大体の人間は一つの大きな問題しか生きてれば他にいろいろな問題も出てくるから。
ですがホモ・サピエンスには知性があります。知性とは物事をより合理的に実現していく力のはずです。
そううまくはいかない。自分の人生がまず大事だから。
Like, I like Kagari and hate her at the same time. Like, her thought process is so inhuman. Oh my god. But yeah, she's not human. Oh. I hate her, like, dialogues. And at the same time, I love them. Like, Terra Road is peak. Like, this is the best part of Rewrite. Like, maybe in Akane Road. Maybe Akane Road also was the one that I was, like, so, like, invested into the road. I think, like, the Akane Road is, like, the second best. As far as the road goes. But yeah, like Terra Road is, like what I wanted Rewrite to be, I guess. Like, it knows what it wants to do. Because the other roads, like, they kinda didn't know what they want to do. They were like everything.
ではあなたたちは大地が枯れる様を傍観しているというのですか。
そうは言わない。これからもやれるだけのことをする。ただ俺は思っていたほど冷酷には。
待って小太郎、疑問があります。助けたというその個体とあなたとはそれほど親密だったというのですか。
いや、ほとんど。
ではなぜ。
そう言われると答えに。ちょっとした縁でもできれば壊したくないと思ってるからかな。
ちょっとした縁のために星が滅びます。
Damn.
その時は滅びを受け入れる。
愚かなホモデメンス。
言葉もない。
You're making stuff up.
あなたがそのような態度ではどうあがこうと良い記憶など得られるはずもありません。
面目ない。
She stays silent for an unnaturally long time. I look up.
ひどい。
Oh, that's a new CG. Wow. Kagari's crying here, huh? Some emotions showing up. Kagari's crying. This unnerves me considerably. I never thought she could
あ
cry.
なたたちには生き残る気さえなかったのですか。なら何のために生まれてきたのです。
かがり、あんた感情が。
Apparently so. She's acting just like human, even though she's supposed to be a supreme being above all that. She came into contact with humans and learned from them. She has deepened her understanding of humanity a step further, just like how she learned to speak in a very short
こ
time.
の星から一歩も出ぬまま終わるつもりですか。小さな子の幸せばかり追い求め大きな可能性を放棄してしまうというのですか。
But humanity can't expand with no limitations. Land is a finite resource. We cannot cultivate it infinitely. The land is full of people and can expand no further. From now on, we have no choice but to intermingle and learn to get along with one another. We have no choice but to live quietly, frugally.
分かってくれ。人はもう枯れつつある。限界に来てしまったんだ。
I can use the words to comfort her, but any comfort I offer would only be for here and now. Is there a point in such a stopgap solution? Is it actually all the more heartless even? It's actually all the more
あな
heartless.
た方には考える力や作り出す力がまだあります。
I like Kagari with emotions actually, holy shit. And her ribbons are starting to acting accordingly. Like she's like getting aggressive here. Because she's angry. And sad at the same time, holy shit. I love this CG. Kagari cries out. An anguished cry from the depths of her
可能
heart.
性はあります。最進化する蓄えはつきましたが、今あるものを知恵の力で活用し、良い記憶を生むことができるはずです。
That would only be possible if everyone shared the same unified will. Unifying all of humanity into one. I don't think anyone on Earth believes that could be possible. Kagari hopes are in vain. But I lack the cruelty to throw that in her face.
だというのに、だというのに、生きることを投げ捨てているではありませんか。
Oh, her speech is breaking. Oh. Her form changes. Wait, what? Kagari's transformation, suspending, superseding what is human and what is inhuman is simply overwhelming. This is not good.
諦めるために生命を奪われてきた。
Holy crap. Ribbons grow teeth like this serrated blade. They spread out in the ring with her at the center, multiplying and bounding together as they ripple in the midair. Damn! Okay, that's unexpected. Then Kagari shrieks rends the air, so high-pitched it becomes inaudible. The ring of blades enlarge all at once. Several tree trunks go flying in all directions, hurling like so many rejected building blocks. Splinters of wood rain down all over. I'm alright, but if one of those hit an unlucky spot, someone could get serious head injury. The blade tornado of destruction cuts through the swath of the nearby forest.
かがり。
Oh. Kotori screams. Crab. Covering my head to protect it from falling blocks of wood, I rush over, following her voice. I grab the tiny panicking girl and make a break for it while avoiding the dangerous falling objects. Grabbing onto a tree branch, I use the momentum to launch us further out of the range. The moment I hit the ground, I start running. I move us somewhere that seems safe and set Kotori down. She's not injured. Yeah. That's not good. Everyone is going to see like tree is going to fall down and everything. Okay.
これだけ暴れりゃな。
Yeah.
行け。
Are we going to have like our like some kind of like final confrontation here? Like Guardian and Gaia both going to find the key now? How are we going to fix this? How is this actually going to... How this fury ends? What Kakari figured out on the moon? The key is Kotaro existence and his name. And that they will meet again, apparently. The message. Like, I'm so curious. I cannot predict how this ends. Like, I assume like there's going to be some happy ending. Like, ultimately, right? Like, we're going to save everyone, I guess. But how? As I try to step closer, a sharp whip lashes my toes. The lash from that one segmented of the Aurora whirlwind gouges a hole in the ground. This is going to be difficult. She's attacking everywhere within this radius. I'm not going to be able to get closer. Spotting the tree outside the attacking zone, I scale it. What I see from up there is truly something. A deep green tree canopy is sinking, possibly due to the deforestation happening inside. I look at Kagari right in the eye of the storm. Her rotating attacks aren't powerful enough to reach overhead. She looks like a kid throwing a tantrum. It's a bit far, but I decide to leap over. If I misjudge the distance and land in front of her, she will slice me, dice and me to bits. Yeah, pretty much. I spring from the tree. I glide through the air. A floating sensation fades, replaced by the solid gravity pulling me down to earth. There's Kagari. I cling onto her. I crashed into her when I forced to break an ordinary person's bones, but Kagari doesn't even tremble. With all the solidity of the great tree rooted to the ground, I stand up tall. Her ribbons flutter, ready to eliminate the foreign intruder. I guard against it with my left arm, which I've armored to be knife-proof. My skin receives some shallow tears, but it's fine. Wow. Okay, yeah, she's back to the language of gods. My eardrums are about to explode. With my hearing damaged, my battle senses are going to go out of whack too. Yeah. Out of control. Am I gonna do it? What I'm gonna do? She's whipped into a frenzy, and is there anything I can do that would placate her? Psychological warfare. Okay, so we could slap her, knock her on the head, attack using my powers. Yeah, like all of it is fucking terrible. Like you cannot like win. I mean, I guess you could, maybe. Nah, you can't. Psychological warfare it is then. If I attack her, she will interpret this as the act of hostility, yeah, pretty much. Which is liable to render us unable to reconcile. I have to do something to get her to see me as someone on her side. Some sort of action that will shock her out of it and display my affection for her, which is... Seizing my opportunity, I press my lips to hers. Oh! You actually go straight for the critical hit, I see. Damn! Since she gained emotions, she understands what it means, right? Because last time when she was like saying I will give you anything and stuff, like that, right? Like it was like before she gained like emotions and a really understanding of what that means. The storm dies down. Though still fluttering into the air, the ribbons stop rotating as if their motor has been cut. Getting this close to Gagari gives me the sense that I'm standing in the depths of the forest. I let her go. The ribbon's grinding and whirring dies down, and her aura of rage dissipates. As she calmed down,
無反応だったら困り果てるところだった。
it would have been even worse than that.
恥ずかしめを受けました。
Aww. Yeah, back to your senses though. Tears streamed on Kagari's cheeks.
あなたは何なのですか？
味方のつもりだ。
かがりを翻弄し、どうしようというのですか？
俺があんたの手伝いをするのは星を救いたいからじゃない。単にあんたに惹かれたからだ。特別な居場所を与えてくれると思ったから。だからこういうこともする。
Nice.
理解できません。あなた
Yeah.
はホモレリギオスとしてかがりを崇拝していたというのです。
Nah.
崇拝じゃない。惹かれているってのは好きってことだ。
Her deep ocean blue eyes pierced straight through me.
それは体に匂いをつけられるより屈辱的です。
ああ、そうだ。横島な感情だ。
Continually rejected as I was, I could no longer feel satisfied with a normal life. A tiny bit of happiness, a modest amount of joy, I can't stand all the fake lip service. So I feel no resistance to the idea of the fall of man. It's not that I don't consider my own life to be precious, but I could abandon it easily. At the same time, I want to be acknowledged by others. I have a boundless desire to be validated. A need for social approval. I'm greedy. I turned greedy. I want to acquire more than all the things I missed out on getting. At the end, I have to lead a life different from others. Just being the mere exception is nowhere near enough. That's why I'm unfulfilled in Guardian and Gaia. My one and only life has become my one and only possible consolation. Chronic isolation made me like
かが
this.
りを恥ずかしめないでください。
無理だ。もう無理だ。
ならあなたの助力はいりません。かがりの前から立ち。
それも断る。
I bring my lips close to hers again. The notion that we bound together now floats through my mind. But I had forgotten that only humans would abide by those rules.
であるならば
Just before our lips brush, she sends me flying with powerful force. Landing on my backside, I stare up at her from the
か
ground.
がりが去るまでです。
True to her word, she turns her back on me. I can't stop her. I'm struck by her eyes. Her autonomous sense of dignity shines through in her disappointed yet also determined gaze, compelling me to respect her. She walks away silently into the forest. Well, that's a problem. How do we continue from this? Well, I guess I've been dismissed. And I guess we can finish the episode here. Why not? So, yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode of Rare Ride. Let me know in the comments what do you think so far of Terra Road. For me, it's peak. I love this. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next one. Click the like button if you liked the episode. Subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for Pocket Watch, let's get out.